that's working on them, and that figure is 17.1%.
So they're claiming 17.1 nationwide and 22 point what in California?
I don't know that figure.
I don't have it in front of me.
High, and it's not realistic. The real figure is over 30%, and it's going to get worse.
Yeah, but I'm going to pull up the CBS headline just to make sure. I mean, I know it's 22 plus and 17 plus, but we'll get the numbers straight ahead on the other side. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
You've heard Alex explain how the Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lungs system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lungs system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lungs system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lungs system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
Hello from eFoods Direct. The end of October is around the corner, and there's no shortage of frightening news these days. Global financial meltdown, saber-rattling with Iran and other nations, worldwide drought and food shortages, more than 40 million Americans on food stamps, and tens of millions unemployed. Have eFoods Direct help ease your fears this fall season with free shipping on all orders placed between now and November 1st. Every dollar you spend will buy food, and eFoods Direct will pay for the shipping throughout the continental United States. When you have a supply of delicious, nutritious food from eFoods Direct, your future is fearless and the shipping is free. That's free shipping on all eFoods Direct food products. Call 800-409-5633. On the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633. On the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
Defending the Republic from enemies, foreign and domestic. It's Alex Jones.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Choose a side. The great battle for liberty is on. Our planet is littered with the wreckage of dead empires and countries that have fallen to corruption. We don't want to go into this dark age of neo-feudalistic technocratic fascism. We want to reignite the flames of liberty worldwide and bring the globalists to their knees. Crank this up.
You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too. You fire musket, but I'll run you through. So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand, there's no turning back. The feel the sound, the charge begins. But on this battlefield, no one wins. The smell of ice cream smoke and heartless breath. As the virgin into sudden death.
We are live. It is Friday, October 29th, 2010. Can you believe that this year, 2010 is almost gone? Then it'll be 2011, 2012, and beyond. And we're going in, through, and beyond as we all spin through the galaxy and through the universe on this tiny planet orbiting that little sun. Life is so magical, so incredible. Every day is a blessing. Every bit of liberty we have is because our ancestors fought and scraped and battled for it. And now, that decision is before us once again. Will our ancestors, looking down on us from Valhalla, from heaven, be pleased with what we've done? Will our progeny, our future grandchildren and their grandchildren, will they remember us as people that rose to the challenge against tyranny or succumbed to total dehumanization? We can roll back the corruption. We can roll back the police state. We can take back our republic. But that is up to you. If you want to know where the solution lies, look in the mirror. All right. Going back to Bob Chapman, then Michael, Bill, Chris, Brad, Trevor, and others. We'll get to your calls before Bob leaves us. I haven't even gotten to the big economic news yet, but we are about to cover it in detail. First, I want to tell you about a few of the great sponsors that made today's radio transmission possible. One of them is the amazing atmospheric water generator. It looks like a water cooler, a high-tech R2-D2 without a water bottle on its head. It grabs over 7 gallons a day of crystal clear water, runs it through 7 filters in their most inexpensive unit, their next up unit, 12 filters. It's kind of overkill, but whatever. Point is, it's awesome stuff. Great, super high quality. EcoolaBlue.com, EcoolaBlue.com, or give them a call for a free information package. Got a lot of specials running right now, 800-691-6043. And they've got free shipping if you get your order in by November 1st. Free shipping. That is a $87 discount on average to ship these babies. And they've got a lot of other specials going on. They got layaway plans, EcoolaBlue.com or 800-691-6043, the purest, cleanest drinking water, period, EcoolaBlue.com. And one other great sponsor that's got systems to bury your guns safely, that's got safe houses, safe rooms, bunkers, Prepared.pro, Prepared, Pro, Prepared.pro. It's Safe Castle LLC, wonderful sponsor. These folks have been in the readiness business for 10 years. They're fond of saying they're in the business of selling steel-plated peace of mind. They sell everything you need and more to be ready for what's coming down the pike. Survival gear, supplies, and even steel-plated underground shelters and safe rooms. Prepared.pro, or banners up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Now, I want to get to phone calls here with Bob Chapman today. But, Bob, obviously, here's the big news on the economic front. I want to get your take on this and anything else you think's absolutely key. Then we'll briefly look at gold and then go to phone calls. You're with us till 5 after next hour, and we have a guest joining us from Australia. This is out of the Christian Science Monitor. And this doesn't tell Bob Chapman anything he didn't know. It doesn't tell our listeners anything they didn't know. But the fact that it's being announced every few days, I see similar articles to this, lets you know that we're now entering that system where they implode the globe's currencies with coordinated devaluation, open G20 policy now for 18 months. It was already their policy secretly for a decade, but publicly announced that inflation, that's the New York Times headline, inflation, Bernanke says, will fix the debt. Yeah, that's like if one leg's chopped off, chopping off the other and shooting yourself 5 times in the head will fix it. No, it will not fix it. We know the plan. People keep saying, where's the global currency, Alex? Where's the global currency? Well, we told you. That's why I've always talked about this Amero stuff. That was one plan, but not the plan that they green-lighted. They've always, CFR, Trilateral Commission, UN, RAND Corporation, discussed them all. But the main plan they've always been preparing, that is a bypass of everything right to the finish line. I want to do this very simply here for people that don't understand this. They already have a regional Asian currency where they try to unify their prices through the Asian Union. They have the European Union that's openly unified their currency. And then they already have dollarization for Canada, Mexico, and much of Latin America and the Caribbean and areas of the Pacific. But that's halved up between the Asian cartel and the Anglo-American cartel. What they're doing is with SDRs, the IMF and World Bank start global VAT taxes they get governments to pass to then pay in to back it up. Global carbon taxes, travel taxes, and a raft of other taxes that are fed into it. That supposedly then gives it limited fractional reserve backing. They're already in the trillions every year trading SDRs. They're already denominating foreign shipments under the USPS Postal Service under SDRs. It's 1.5 SDRs for every dollar. 1.3 SDRs for every euro. And we already have the global currency. Then they just have to get all the countries to agree that their currencies will be governed by this group. They'll control the interest rates. This basically gives the private Federal Reserve cartel global control over the whole system. And here's the Christian Science monitor. So you'll still have your dollar, you'll still have your euro, your yuan, your yen, but it is set by the G20 and the private IMF, World Bank, XM, International Bank of Settlements cartel. Now, that's Alex Jones telling you that for 15 years. Bob Chapman for 40 plus. We knew by the 70s the exact plan. This is all directly trilateral commission from 1975-76. Is hard currency on its way out? Introducing the new virtual world currency. I'll give you a document cam shot of this for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers. The new virtual world currency is an index of the world's 15 largest economies, weighed by their gross domestic product, adjusted for purchasing power parity. So that's the new SDR Global Index. And they go on to say, when discussing reserve currency alternatives to the U.S. dollar, conversion almost inevitably returns the International Monetary Fund's systemic reserve asset, or the special drawing right, SDR. And then they go on here to announce exactly what we told you they would do. But now they've got to further destroy the currencies to do that. So they're going to run them up and devalue them. The bankers keep that money when it has limited value, but they get first come, first serve. So they get the purchasing power. They pass on to you the devaluation, and you've got to pay it back to them in taxes. So they get you coming and going. Bob Chapman, tell us how big it is to have them openly announcing this now.
Well, it's a very big thing, and it was preceded here about a year ago by another minor announcement, and some of the major countries buying SDRs. And the reason for that was for funding purposes. And as you know, the IMF has been a seller of gold, although I don't think they've sold as much as they say that they have, because I think some of that gold was sold previously, and it was a short covering operation which India handled. And some of these nations that are supposedly buying gold, I don't think they get the money to buy it in the first place, so I think some of them are bogus transactions. And I noticed they weren't selling any to Russia, and every time they sold gold into the market, which they said they wouldn't do, and the reason was to suppress the price, the Russians were there buying it all every single time they went in. And so the Russians know what's up. And they're not going to get their global currency to any further level than an international trade. It'll never go further than that. And one of the reasons why is they don't want to put a basis on that currency, the SDR or the bank core. They don't want to put a backing on that currency, and that's why it'll never work. You've got to have gold or gold and silver backing, and if you don't, it's not going to work. It's the temptation for politicians worldwide is so great when you have a currency of any kind that has no backing, in which the backing acts as a suppressor on the currency so that those who are running the currency, central bank, a government, whatever it is, it doesn't allow them to create more and more and more currency. And so they don't want that. And that's why they'll not work. And I don't think we'll get to a digital currency. There's going to be a lot of uproar of all kinds worldwide that's going to be caused by the fact that we continue to make predictions that come true, and we continue to tell more people every day what's going on, and we are going to stop them.
Now, again, just to finish up what their plan is, whether they can get it done or not, is that then you still have some paper currency controlled globally, but most transactions are digital, based in SDRs, and you must thumbprint or face scan as part of the new VAT and global sales tax to apportion that, because under $50,000 a year, you're going to, quote, be exempt. What do you make of silver subject to price manipulation? And there's now been this came out 2 days ago, a lawsuit and criminal investigations of major banks engaged in silver suppression.
Well, first of all, the CFTC didn't want to carry it forward. That is the Commodity Futures Trading Corporation, and they're an arm of the U.S.